Hello, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. Any questions as to what it is that I do, how do I do it, services that I provide, information about my gifts, Patreon's current sale going on, and everything else fun, go ahead and look at the description. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump right into your reading, Gemini. Geminis, your song is Sangria Wine, and the verse that spoke out to me was, Honey said she wants somebody to break her off proper. So there was somebody that felt that a certain connection or a certain situation or whatever it is was a challenge. Whether it was you were trying something new as far as like dating somebody that you normally wouldn't date, or going after a new hobby, a new job, a new career, whatever it is. There was something that somebody thought that was a challenge, and the challenge was accepted. The challenge was taken, and now we have to go ahead and see where we stand with that. There is somebody here that has a couple of how do you call it? Has a couple of regrets of how things went ahead and turned out during this challenge. The challenge really wasn't what you had expected it to be, if that makes any sense. I feel that somebody's heart was broken, or someone's expectations were not met. Um, and it's like deep down inside you knew that this really wasn't, that this was more of like this was something like a temporary thing, something that was not going to last, but still you allow yourself to emotionally get attached to a person that was either in a prior engagement, like in a relationship already with somebody else, or somebody that kind of told you straight up that they didn't want to settle down, or that they didn't want a specific commitment, and you thought maybe yourself that you were in a place where you could just kind of like mess around and didn't want anything serious or whatever it may be. But again, somebody ended up catching feelings, and now it's kind of feeling like, sure, I probably should have not done that. um, there are some regrets in regards to either how you acted, or the other person is having regrets as to how they acted towards you. There's somebody that's spending a lot of time replaying a certain scene, or replaying a certain, probably an entire relationship in their head. Like, how did I allow myself to get to this point, or how did I allow myself to get so attached? But replaying the situation, and replaying what happened, um, and not really seeing the lesson that was supposed to be learned, is really not going to get you anywhere. Uh-huh. Whoever it is that is not ready to settle down, or is not ready to be in a committed relationship, they have a lot of, how can I put it this way? They have a lot of past hurt that they're carrying on, from previous, relationships, either with family members or with ex-lovers or whatever. They felt that when they were younger, they would normally go ahead and give their all to a person. They would go ahead and fully commit to a relationship. But the fact that they themselves, or maybe you yourself, have been hurt multiple times over and over again, part of the person has decided to shut down when it comes to genuinely letting somebody else in. So that in itself is part of the problem. If excuse me, if we choose to bring our past hurts and our past emotions, and we choose to judge or to compare a new person, whether it is, a friendship or a lover or whatever it is, if we choose to compare their actions and who they are to somebody that has hurt us in the past, then we truly have not healed the past situation. We truly have not overcome, and we truly never learned the lesson that we were meant to learn. And if we go ahead and we carry that forward into a new relationship, into a new connection, what's going to happen is the same exact thing, because we are bringing in those energies, and we are treating that person, that new person, as if they were the old person, and we're truly not giving that person a chance. So either or, there was a challenge here. Excuse me, let me have some water. Excuse me. There was a challenge here that was accepted because somebody honestly thought that they would be okay if their love was not reciprocated, if their investment into a situation was not met by the other person. But the longer that you stood in that situation, the quicker you were able to see that was not true. So if you chose to stay there longer than you were supposed to, then you cannot blame the other person. The only person that you can blame is yourself, because you have control over your actions, you have control over your inactions. And we're at a place where people need to start taking responsibility for their actions, or the lack thereof. So Geminis, that is all that I have for you. There's really nothing else coming up. Yeah, there's somebody that's definitely heartbroken, and there's somebody that is contemplating on not seeing things or not accepting things when they were shown to them in a specific way. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull out a tarot card for advice. These are my new deck. That's why I'm hosting a sale. This is the Chakra Wisdom Tarot by Tori Hartman. So Gemini, what is your advice for the next 2 to 3 weeks? Or 3 to 4 weeks, actually. But like somebody wants to know if somebody's coming from the past, should you give them a second chance? Oh, that's really up to you. Do you feel that the person has grown, in the sense, if the relationship ended because of immaturity, or if the relationship ended because someone's lack of commitment, if the person has gone inward, or you yourself have gone inward and has done the work to heal whatever needs to be healed, then the answer in itself is right there. But if the person is still showing the same behaviors that they were in the past, then therefore is your answer as well. The 9 of Cups is your advice. And I love that, because it's like she has 4 cups on each side, but the cup that she's holding is it's in the middle. What is that? And I feel that is just a reminder that you should always, just by looking at the picture with the cup that she's holding in her hand, it really does not matter who is offering you their love, or who is there for you, as long as you are filling your own cup with love, and as long as you are sure of who you are, and you're standing in your truth, and you're standing in who you truly are, then that should be your priority when it comes to love, is to be in love with yourself. So the 9 of Cups. Ace of Cups. Where is it? 8, 2, the 9 of Cups. The Nine of Cups, the card of fulfilled wishes. She lives in the luxury of emotional fulfillment. From here, she casts her eyes upon her next adventure. This is not a card of stalling. It is one of enjoying the moment, knowing that she has manifested her desires. The chakra message: be aware of any tendency to exaggerate your importance or use of your accomplishments to prove your worth. This can reveal the need to work through the emotional deprivation of past woundings. Indication: the card indicates mastering the experience of joy and fulfilling emotional connection with what has been created. So just be careful with self-sabotaging or overindulgent agitation. And again, for the keywords, we have luxury, reward, prosperity, maturity, and achievement. So for those of you that are questioning whether you should take somebody from your past, it's really about, has the person matured? Has the person learned the lessons that they were supposed to learn? And have you yourself learned the lessons that you were supposed to learn from the past? Well, Gemini, that is all that I have for you at the moment. As always, thank you for watching. Thanks for all the love and support, and I will see you guys really soon. Bye-bye.